is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
It is tough some days to not have that negativity come through. And I apologize for that, you know? I also want to apologize because I got a couple messages overnight from people saying they're upset with me. And whenever someone's upset with me, I want to seriously consider it for what they're saying at face value, all right? And these are not people, these are not trolls. I want to clarify something. These were not trolls who messaged me. These are actually like fans, people who I care about because they care about me, and they're very upset with me. And so I want to apologize to everyone for the last few days if you feel like I came across like yesterday or the day before and I was talking about tips and can you help me with tips and stuff like that. People don't like that, and they're pissy, not pissy, excuse me. That's the wrong word, not pissy, they're pissed. And they should rightfully be pissed. If there's someone who's a fan of me and a fan of my content and they're coming to my streams and they're upset because they're like, oh my god, Phil's doing it again, and you know, and the thing is, there's a difference between saying to you guys, you know, I'm stressed today because finances are going bad, or there's a difference between that and saying,
Hey, by the way, send me tips.
Right? There's a big difference between those two things. And it just sucks because being that my major source of income is crowdfunding from you guys, right? Major. I mean, the only other thing that I really get income from that's not crowdfunding is ad revenue. And ad revenue is all over the place and you can't control it. Half the time my videos get demonetized. I mean, I couldn't tell you. Probably 2 videos a week on DsP Reacts is monetized. Everything else is demonetized, right? So you can't really control that. And so when I'm in a situation where things are bad or tight, you know, it's like kind of going to a friend or a family member and saying, hey, things are tight. You know, you were already going to help because you probably were going to. Could you help in this particular way? People don't like that. They're very upset with me. And, you know, I'm happy that people told me. I'm happy that rather than people saying, we are just going to give you the, you know, say everything's fine. I don't want a room of yes men and women with me. You understand? I don't want that. If people have issues with me and things that I say, I absolutely want to know about it. And I'm happy, very happy, that people came to me and said, even the way you said it, yes, it's not like you're sitting here and you're begging and demanding anything, but it's still wrong. Okay? You know? So, the thing is, I don't even know what to do. When you're in a situation where you know you need the help, right? But just simply bringing it up or asking, not even asking, suggesting, because I didn't even ask for anything. I suggested something. Even that is offensive to people or upsetting to people, right? Like, I don't know how to go about it, you know? I just don't. If you don't mention it, then you might not get what you need, which has happened, you know?
I can't just never mention money and contributions. That means I will go out of business.
It's like, maybe if I don't mention it all, right? As I've told you guys, what I look at when I look at the business is there a pattern being established, okay? If I'm streaming and I've got a slow day when it comes to any kind of support, all right? It's not something that's a big deal. And it's hilarious because my detractors always make it out to be a big deal. Any day that they're literally, I'm not even kidding you, they literally sit here and calculate how much I make in a day. And they post it all over their videos on the internet. Even I don't do that. I don't, on a daily basis, I'm not just sitting here with a spreadsheet going like this. They think, like, you ever see those old cartoony accountants? They have the visor, the glasses, and like one of those old calculators with the receipt shoots out of it. So there's like every day, they're watching my stream. Oh, a $2 super chat came in. Oh, a tip came in. They're calculating, and they have these big running tallies, you know, of what's being made on a stream, right? Which is all wrong, because of course, there's a million factors. There's chargebacks you don't know about. There's the fees associated with each and every transaction. What you see come in is not what a streamer gets. It's bull, okay? But this is how they are. They're just nuts in that regard. But I don't even do that, you know? What I see is if there's a pattern of days, if there's like several days where I'm noticing, wow, that actually was a series of days where things were quite slow, you know, on any kind of support. And how do I really gauge it? How do I notice it? Well, as you know, we have goals in effect on streams, right? So, for example, today if we raise $50 on this very stream, I put on my Gunner glasses, okay? And then If we raise $100 on the stream, I put on a hat. You guys pick a silly hat for me to wear or whatever, right? So that's what I mean. Like, that's how I gauge it. Is like, if I notice, you know, I've been putting on the glasses a lot, then probably things are going good. If I notice, man, I haven't worn a hat in a long time, it probably means it's been a string of pretty slow days, right? You know, and that's really how I do it. And in particular, I don't look at stuff until I absolutely have to. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh crap. You know, well, here's what's coming up. I got bills coming up. I got this coming up. And wow, because I've had a string of slow days that have happened within like a 2-week period, I'm in a situation where, wow, things are real bad right now. And I don't even know how I'm going to do what I need to do in the next week. You know, and it's like, well, now what do you do? Say nothing. If I say absolutely nothing, then no one knows.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't really pay attention to what I was spending. You know, between the $400 of liquor, the $1,000 I spent at the grocery store, and the $50,000 of microtransactions, I didn't know how much I had spent.
If I say nothing, let's say, for example, there was someone who, you know, they've been waiting to actually come and support the stream today. Maybe there's something there. Maybe they really like Hogwarts Legacy. And they were going to come to the stream, and they were going to say, hey, I want to support your stream today. Well, you know, I've noticed that Phil has this new daily members goal. It's not a monthly goal anymore. You know what? I want to have him hit that members goal for today, right? So I'm going to drop 3 members. But I didn't say anything, so that's what they do. Great, that supports the channel. But in reality, what I really need help with for that particular day is tips, because I got bills coming up that week, and I need the tips to pay them, right? So I'm appreciative of the support. It's amazing. But that person, maybe if I had said something publicly that they say, hey, just so you guys know, today would really help if you could tip me, because that's what I need right now. The members are great, but I don't get anything from them for like a month to a month and a half, while the tips I get now, I really need help now, right? I feel like we have that relationship, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't, right? I feel like we do, because these streams are small. Look at how many viewers I got, 300 some viewers. I'm talking with an audience of probably 20, 30 people in the chat right now who are directly talking with me. And I feel like we're having a conversation. I don't feel like this is me transactionally talking to a bunch of people who throw money at me. I don't feel that at all. I feel like we actually have a friendly relationship where we can talk transparently and people won't be offended.
What? Tip me $1 saying I'm a big fan of your content. I feel like you're my only friend. Well, just so you know, to clarify, I'm not your personal friend. I don't know who you are. However, I understand that some people may feel like they have a connection to me via a kinship as gamers or as people, because I share stuff with you guys every day and you know about the stuff I go through. Maybe you find a little bit of kind of association with that. Maybe you've been through some of that stuff yourself, and I appreciate the support and I appreciate the sentiment. However, understand I'm not really your close friend. That's not a good thing to say. Let's be realistic here.
But apparently that's not the case, because I actually have a couple longtime supporters who actually said, we hate it when you talk like that. It actually offends us. It pisses us off. It makes us feel the wrong way. And I apologize for that. Because when I talk transparently, I'm not thinking that way. I'm thinking, you know, talking to a friend, talking to someone who I trust, who cares about me, and who would want to know, hey, if I was going to support you today, what's the best way? I get the feeling a lot of the times when I have something like this on the screen, maybe this is giving the wrong impression. Maybe on a day like today, where I'm like, you know, I know for a fact that I need some help with tips, I should just not have that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the case. Maybe what I need to do is try to like cater the streams towards particularly what's best for the business that day, right? And maybe that's what I need to do, rather than saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, he's drinking gin. Yes.
So I don't really know what to do, because I don't want to upset people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say things in a way that is going to turn people off and say,
man, this guy's all about just raising money on every stream.
Because I'm definitely not. There, you know, how many days are we're playing games like Like a Dragon Ishin. We're playing games like Oblivion. Those streams are late night chill streams. They're not usually insanely profitable. I do those because they're fun to do with you guys. It's very different than what a lot of other people do. But because of that, I do absolutely rely on the crowdfunding. You guys know this. It's not like this is a new thing. You guys know all about this. The reason that I'm able to do what I love for a living in the style that I do it is because of you. Because you guys support this effort. You know how important it is to me to put out content that is meaningful to me and you. And I'm not putting out that shilled stuff. I'm not going to pump every viral game. I'm not going to play games just because I'm getting paid to play them. I'm not going to take those opportunities to just... Every indie game, I mean, my God, I still to this day, I get offers almost daily about indie games. Play this indie game, we'll pay you for it. No. I mean, I'm going to play games that I like and my audience wants to see. I'm not going to be playing games just for a paycheck. I don't want this to feel like that, ever. You know? But then when it comes time, oh my God, things just didn't go well for a few weeks, I feel like you know, I should be able to talk about that publicly, but my viewers don't feel the same, at least from what I'm being told, you know, the feedback I'm getting. So I apologize for that. I guess what I'm getting at here is, I don't know how to let you know when I really need some help without being offensive. And if the answer is then just don't ever, that's fine, but understand that things might get, you know, pretty bad at some points. Because there's been times in my history as a content creator, since I became a full-time streamer, since the whole full-time ad revenue on YouTube stopped working. All right, that did. I mean, 2017, the adpocalypse happened. You can't just rely on YouTube ad revenue anymore. It doesn't work, okay? There's been times when if I didn't tell you guys, hey, I need support in this way, please support me in this way. And if I didn't get that support because I asked, I wouldn't have been able to pay bills. I wouldn't have been able to buy games. I wouldn't have been able to do these things, you know? It's funny because, for example, one of those people who criticized me months ago, one of the things that I said, I think in that particular video was, well, it looks like I can't play the new game on Friday because I can't afford it. Oh my God, you see that? He's guilt-tripping his audience. Actually, I was just speaking a fact. Like, I actually couldn't afford it. I had bankruptcy years ago. I don't have any credit. So it's not like, oh, I could just slap that on my streamer credit card and put it all down on the unlimited platinum plan, and I can just buy every game under the sun. I can't do that. You know? I'm limited with budgets and things that I have. So, for me, when I say that to you, I feel like I'm being transparent, and hopefully it's explaining things so you can understand, man, I know we all want me to play this game on Friday, but it looks like I can't do it, because this is how things have been going recently. But from an outsider, someone who isn't in the situation I'm in, is likely making a lot more money than me, and is in a lot better position than me, they're looking at that and saying, oh, that's, you know...
What a horrible e-beggar, and he's demanding that his fans pay for all of his supplies. Disgusting beggar.
It's just crazy that people just assume everything. They think they know everything. Because again, what it is they have this big, ridiculous orchestra of bull around them that they believe. They believe there is some absolutely, like, secret, you know, gambling going on that's not going on. They believe they're nonsense, and they just formulate this nonsense, and since that's the reason. So everyone else, you know, matter of factly, I don't have the money to buy a new game because things are tight right now, because of everything going on in my life, and, you know, and then we have a few slower weeks, right? To them, it's like, oh, it's because Phil blew all his money on mobile games and was irresponsible with money over here, and he gets someone just said to me yesterday, why do you get $200 of DoorDash a week? What on earth are you talking about? I have never once in my life spent $200 on DoorDash in 1 week. Like, what are you speaking of? I get one meal a week possibly delivered on my day off. But this is what I mean. They formulated these crazy conspiracy clouds of bullshit, and they believe it. So in their minds, when I say I can't afford the game on Friday, they say, yeah, well, that's because you blew all your money on a mobile game and you bought $200 worth of DoorDash food and you spent this money irresponsibly. But none of that's true. When the narrative becomes believe the bullshit, right? Then I can't ever win anyway. No matter what I do, I'll always be I'm always look like a villain. And that's what sucks, you know? So, anyway, I apologize to you for the last 1 or 2 days where I said things like, hey, please send me tips. I need help with tips right now. I apologize for that, all right? All I can say is I can try to not do it. And that's all I can say, try. Because I can't promise I won't do it. I'm a weak human.
Now, thank God, right? That's not this, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the situation. Like, it's not, oh my God, I need to reach $1,000. That's ridiculous. Thank God, right? I'm way more responsible now with what I've got. I divvy it out properly as much as I can. But even then, there's times that things are slower. And there's nothing that you can really do about that.
It's been rough, okay? It has been rough. Because I'm looking now at my financials. I just did my taxes last night, and it's like, dude, my income from 2021 to 2022, my income went down a lot. All right? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say how much. I'm not, because that's exactly what these idiots want. They want to know. It went, and that's the hilarious part is because these idiots sit around and they pretend to, oh, I'm calculating everything Phil makes. Well, if you're calculating everything I made, how didn't you know my income went down? They're claiming my income goes up every year. I'm like filthy rich. They're out of their minds. My income went way down in a year. And it's like, that was directly a result of losing that Twitch partnership. All I want to say is, I'm sorry. All right? I'm not going to bring it up as much as I can. I'm not going to say a word from this moment on. I'm not going to say a word about,
hey, tip me because that's how you can help me out more.
I'm just not going to say nothing. And I guess if it hurts, it hurts. And if I can't pay stuff, I can't pay stuff. And I'm not going to bring it up.
I'm good at lying.
I want to be able to wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm good with what I'm about to do today. I'm going to go on a stream. I'm going to have a great time with my audience. We're going to have great interactive fun, right? We're going to enjoy games for what they are. I'm going to be honest with my audience and transparent.
And I'm not going to sit there and fucking beg like a pathetic person.
You know, give me stuff today. You know, I hate that. And I hate looking at myself and saying, man, I did that yesterday. And I'm sorry if I came across that way, because that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to be honest and transparent. People were like, nah, even then, even the way you did it, it's not acceptable. I'm like, all right, fair enough. You called me out. I'm thankful people did. I want people, I'll tell you this, I want people to call me out. Call me the fuck out. When I am weak, when I do something bad or stupid or questionable, I want to know. And I appreciate that transparency that you have with me. That's what I really cherish, is that I know that I can only become better if you tell me what I'm doing wrong. Thank you for that. Because, my God, if you've watched me in the last year with some of the reacts I've done, let's be honest, that John Rambo and Howard react, if I had known about half the shit they had problems with me, you know, I probably could have done something about it. And they didn't want to be transparent with me. They kind of held it all in. And now, those are friendships that are irrevocably broken and will never come back. Because no one was being transparent, right? I was being shitty to them, and they weren't being transparent with me about me being shitty to them. So, there was nothing I could really do to fix that. If you guys call me out on this stuff, then I can improve. Okay? So thank you for that. To the people who did that. I really, really appreciate that. And I'm going to do my best to improve. Alright? Now that we've got a half an hour segment about it. You guys know the ways you can support the stream. It really would be cool if we could hit that tips goal of $100 today. It would help me a lot. And I've been waiting to wear my Slytherin hat for several streams of this, and we haven't hit it. It'd be great if we could hit it today and get some Slytherin action on the stream. Okay, guys? Alright, let's just slide right into the second half, shall we? Alright.
Great stream today. And if you're still watching on demand on YouTube, thank you as well for the ongoing viewership of the playthrough. I really appreciate that as well. Remember, liking the videos, leaving comments helps a ton. Alright, until next time, everyone. Thank you. Let's bust out our mobile phones, and let's get ready to play mobile games. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.